Hey, so I'm at Meramec State Park, I guess, in Missouri, and been just camping for the last couple nights, but now I am going to, I guess I just got bored with that, and it's supposed to be really nice. It was a really nice day today. It's supposed to be nice, so I am doing a pretty short trail. I already hiked a little bit in this park today. Hiked the Bluff View Trail or something like that, but anyway, this is just a it says 8.5 mile loop here, but it says 10 miles on the map, so I don't know what to expect. But I'm just gonna hike in, and then just hike in a little bit. It's already late in the day. I'll just hike in a few miles. There are some designated campsites that you're allowed to stay at here, so I'll camp tonight. I didn't bring very much food with me. I just ate in town, and there's some signs warning of bear activity and stuff around here, so I'm not going to take very much food, just enough to eat one thing tonight and maybe one thing tomorrow, and shouldn't need very much. And if I'll hang it up away from my tent, since I don't have my bear canister, and if a bear gets it, no big deal. I'll just hike in and eat when I get back tomorrow. So we'll see how this goes. It's supposed to be a pretty mild night. I think it's 60 or 55 right now. It's supposed to be a low of 40 tonight, so that should be just fine with everything I have. So I'm gonna enjoy this a little bit. Have a nice light pack compared to what I normally have, and a pretty short hike. Instead of doing 15 miles or something, I'll probably just do 3 or 4 or 5. And I mean, I could easily do this hike, probably before dark. Well, I don't know, the sun is just going, it's pretty close to the mountain right there. But anyway, I could probably get it done by the end of the day, but I'm just going to take it easy and go up and find a nice place to camp. Maybe get back and read my book tonight. There are several cabins along the trail here, I guess, that you can kind of drive into and stay at. So there's one, and then a little registration box that they said you had to register at if you're going to camp back here. So I'll do that real quick. Head on. So I guess trails are always different. This trail is marked with red blazes, and I came up to this little fork here. There's the right, there's the left. The left one has no marking, the right one has a red blaze. Seems obvious that you go right, but if you go right, it takes you to a camp site, which I'm not going to stay at. I'm going to go a little further, but there's a red blaze. So what I'm used to is there would be a different color blaze, maybe, saying, hey, this is something other than the main trail, but apparently not here. So it's red blaze that way, and then this way it's just a regular old trail with no marking. So I'm sure when I get up here, I'll see red blazes saying this is the right way, but I don't know. Kind of confusing. I'm not sure how you would know which way to go without just giving it a whirl. But anyway, not too big a deal, just, waste 1 or 2 minutes. So, see where the next campsites are. Walking along the trail right here, getting relatively close to where I think I might camp, and I come across this cave, which I heard there's lots of caverns in Meramec. There's some big caves that you can tour here, actually. But yeah, this is one that people typically go into and check it out. I guess it goes down and is wide open down there anyway. Just out here in the middle of nowhere. But here's a sign tells me I can't look in it. So I guess white-nosed bat syndrome. I don't know. I guess they think humans can spread it, and so you're not allowed to go in, and so they've got it temporarily closed. So anyway, kind of cool though. Haven't really hiked in places where there are open caves like that you could explore. So I wonder if I'll come across many more. This is such a neat area out here. Decent amount of wildlife too. It's been really cold the last couple of days and nights. Particularly the nights are really, really cold. And so I wasn't sure how much I'd see out here, but it's, I think, like I said, maybe mid-50s today, and only going to get to 40 tonight. So I mean, the squirrels are out everywhere. You know, I'm sure just thinking, hey, we got a quick little respite from the cold. We better get as much food as we can stored up. So there's all over the place. And earlier today I saw a bald eagle out by the river. I think maybe it's the Meramec, or oh, I can't remember now. Anyway, the river. And so that was neat. I thought maybe it was just a big hawk, but then it came by and it was obviously a bald eagle, so I got to watch it go all the way down the river, and that was neat. And saw a turtle out in the water as well. So we'll see. You know, I'm always kind of hopeful that I'll see a friendly bear somewhere, sometime. Haven't seen one really, other than that bear cub out on the AT, but I haven't seen a bear since I've been doing this backpacking stuff this past year. Haven't seen one other than in Colorado. So we'll see what happens. There aren't many people out here today. There were only a couple of cars in the parking lot at the trailhead, and I passed them, you know, just a little bit ago, and so there shouldn't be anyone else out here. So maybe if it's quiet and everything, the animals will come out. We'll see. I was supposed to come to a little low area called Campbell Hollow, which was going to tell me that I was maybe halfway to the campsites that I am thinking of staying at. But here is a road, which I suppose is the highway that's coming through here, and that means I already passed Campbell Hollow. I guess it just wasn't marked. So it's always a welcome surprise when you're further than you think you are. Sun went down behind the mountains a long time ago, but mountains are high enough that, you know, still have quite a bit of light for a while. So what's this? Missouri State Park boundary over there, and here we are. You can see you are here is right by that red dot. I started way down here, right in here. That's not really focusing very well, but anyway. And got to get up to about here. So getting real close. Getting real close. Have plenty of time. Go chase a few more squirrels off. Almost this whole forest that I've been going through is, you know, oaks. And I mean, there's obviously other trees, but it's mostly just a big oak forest. And then just a huge grove over there of, I guess, pines. And I don't know, looks kind of oddly sort of rectangular right out in the middle of everywhere. I don't know if that's naturally there, if it was planted, you know, 50 years ago. But it's obviously very different, you know, real tall, slender pines, and they're much more dense than, you know, the rest of the forest here. It's pretty neat. I'm hoping, looks like the trail's going to take me over there, so I get to explore it. Wow, it's beautiful. That's one side of the trail, and that's the other side of the trail. I don't know why it's like that. Hey, it looks like I'm at a campsite here. Oh, actually almost. This is the connector that means I could cut off a bunch of mileage of doing the whole hike. But I'm not going to do that, so I guess I'm going this way. Yeah. So I'm not at the campsites yet. Alright. Looks like, so that's the trail going ahead, but it looks like here's the campground I wanted to get to. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a third of the way around the trail. So go up and see what it looks like. I don't know if this is the trail or what. So sometimes these sites are, they have a nice fire pit and, all sorts of seating and stuff. And sometimes you just come up and it's just kind of a flat spot. And you're not really sure if that's even the site. So we'll see. I don't know how far back it is. Shouldn't be too far. Looks like maybe it's just right up there. A little flat area. I don't know. Interestingly, there's some pink ribbons all along on these little trees. I guess kind of guiding you in. So maybe this way. Yeah, there it is. Looks like there's a little, well, maybe, yeah, like there's a little metal fire square or whatever you want to call it. So not a, yeah, plenty good enough. I mean, I'm not going to do a fire. I just need a nice flat place. So this is beautiful up here. Sun's going down. Wow, nice and pink over there. That's where I came from. That'll get me back to the trail tomorrow. Have to put an arrow down, make sure I can find my way out of here. And here we go. All right, time to get set up. All right, I know you can't see me very well, except just almost my silhouette there, but I'm in camp. My tent is behind me. I know you can't see anything. I was rushing like crazy to get this up. It sure gets dark early here. I guess I should have expected that. It's quite a ways further east. Yeah, even though I'm in the same time zone. So yeah, the sun set way before I expected it to. Got my bear bag hung, a couple 100 feet behind me back there. And man, that sun is down, but you can see it just glowing back there. I'm ready to crawl in and maybe edit a little bit of video and read and get to bed early. I don't think it's probably 5:45 or something like that. So I'll be up for a while. All right, good night. Looking forward to another day tomorrow. Bye.